passion for his music, you know, outweigh everything else, you know, because he when the people would say, oh, he couldn't do this, he couldn't do that, he would say, you know, he would get like totally upset and, you know, and say like, oh, the only thing I want to do is do my music, you know. But, you know, it's a sad thing, you know. It's a sad thing because he's
Jerry, thank you for joining us again at Renal Rights TV. Today we're having a special Black Rob edition, and you know, as you know, he recently passed, and this is in memory of his life. As you know as well, he was on dialysis, and you're one of the few people that had an opportunity to interact with him. How did you first meet Black Rob?
Well, I met Black Rob, and first of all, you know, you got to remember where he meant to the world. Such hits as "Whoa," "We Ain't Going Nowhere." "Bad Boys for Life." "Let's Get It," stuff like that. But I met Black Rob, you know, quiet dude. You know, I met Black Rob, I think it was 2015, 2016, around that time. Quiet dude, really kept to himself a lot, you know. But like I said, me being the joker and the prankster, you know, I pretty much get anybody to laugh. But we actually met because of this a technician, you know, she beautiful body and everything, not to sound like a pervert to anybody listening, but hey, you know, she was beautiful. She had a nice body and stuff, and we both looking and, you know, cracking jokes and laughing and stuff, and, you know, this quiet guy just started breaking down laughing and stuff. Now, I didn't know exactly, oh my God. I'm sorry. I apologize for the noise. Yeah, but there was this quiet guy, you know, that I just started making laugh. We would just crack jokes from that point on and stuff. Sometimes I would see him, you know, sometimes he would disappear, and, you know, he was a funny guy, you know. Ride in a transportation with him, and we would converse there, you know.
So when you first met Black Rob at the dialysis center, did you recognize him?
No, not at first. You know, he was just a quiet dude that I was just laughing and joking around with, and so one day he was leaving, and I was actually listening to one of his songs, and I looked at him. I was like, "Nah, this can't be." And I said, "Yo, Chief, let me ask you something. You know, you look a lot like Black Rob." He goes, "Yeah, that's me." And we just broke out laughing. Then he left. And I would see him sometimes, and, you know, we would talk about sports, even though he really wasn't into sports like that. But I would just say, "Oh, have you seen the game?" And he'll look at me crazy and like, "Yo, I'm not into sports." He was a cool dude, you know. You know, we would laugh and joke around and stuff. You know, one of those guys, man. It's really sad that he passed and stuff, but he was a cool dude.
So one of the discussion is that there's words that allegedly he was homeless. Did you know anything about that?
You gotta remember, this is like 2015, 2016. So around that time, no, I didn't. You know, he looked like he was perfectly fine to me. You know, got his place and everything. I mean, besides the dialysis, um, he looked like he wasn't having no problems in that area. You know, so
Okay. Did he ever mention his relationship? Because everyone, when you think about Black Rob, they think about Bad Boy, they think about Puff. Did he talk about that relationship?
yeah, actually, I asked him one time. I say, yo, I don't mean to be in your business, but yo, is Puff treating you right? He goes, yeah, man. You know, a lot of people, you know, he was like, you know, he was kind of open about it. He was like, yeah, you know, Puff treating me right. That's still my man and stuff. You know, he's cool and stuff. I mean, if you want to talk about my experience with Puff, it wasn't that, you know, great, but it was just like a one time thing, you know, and it was under like weird circumstances. But you know, he was like, yeah, you know, Puff treating me good and stuff. And you see a lot of people putting up blogs and things on site and stuff, and he didn't mention anything about it. He was like, him, Puff was cool with him, you know.
Mm.
So I don't know, man. That I don't know about later on or after or stuff, but you hear like people talk about Puff should have took care of him, but you got to remember that's a grown ass man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a grown man. You know, Puff ain't gonna. That ain't Puff's child. You know,
Yeah.
that ain't Puff's kid. You know, I try to tell him like, listen, you gotta like come on dialysis sometimes because sometimes you ain't come. So I would tell him like myself, listen, you gotta come to dialysis sometime, man. Like, you know, just like stop by, like,
Mm.
we don't want nothing to happen to you.
Mm.
You know, say what he won. You know, you gotta remember he was I guess he was doing shows and stuff because I see one time he was going to be at dialysis and he was at a show. And you know, you can only ask for a brother to do so much, but sometimes he would be there, sometimes he wouldn't, you know.
Okay. So what was his response when you would tell Black Rob, hey man, listen, you need to come to dialysis more often?
Like anybody's response, but you gotta remember he was like more into music than anything. I remember him yelling. I remember him sitting in one spot and I'm sitting in another spot, and I remember him yelling and saying, "Man, I just want to do my music, man. I don't even want to be here. I just want to do my music." But when I mentioned it to him, he was like, yeah, kind of brushed it off. He's like, yeah. I was like, yo, sometimes, we want to see you. We want to see you healthy. Yeah, okay. One of those numbers. After that, I didn't even bother him no more.
Did he ever mention that he was looking for a donor, or he was on
never really got into that, to be honest with you. He talked about it like real quick, but we never really got into it.
Okay.
We tried to I think we were so busy trying to keep dialysis out of our minds. And the whole process out of our mind that we try to just talk about something else just so the time could go by. You got to remember, dialysis is like 4 hours.
Okay.
You don't want to be talking about 4 hours or someplace you're already in.
Yeah. Yeah. And I know sometimes, at and maybe at the beginning of dialysis, some folks are a little shy, right, to share with the folks that they love that they're on dialysis, even folks that they work with, because they feel they may be treated in a certain manner or so forth. Do you think that may have been the similar situation with Black Rob, where he sort of kept that?
No, because he told me straight out. He was like, I was like, yo, you know, he was like, I was like, yo, you know, that's nobody's business. And he said, I remember he told me straight up. Uh, he said, no, I told people. He said, I
Mm,
told people straight up. Yeah, I'm on dialysis. He said, I have kidney failure. I told people straight up, you know,
mm,
I have kidney problems.
mm.
He wasn't shy about it, you know. He was like, it is what it is. Yeah. He said, what I'm gonna do, hide it? It's not exactly your most embarrassing thing, you know. People don't look at you and start crossing their fingers and shit, you know, when they find out you have kidney. They usually say, damn, you know,
Yeah.
how long do I
Uh,
have this guy to, you know, hang out with? So, you
yeah.
know, kidney failure is not really one of those things that's like absolutely on the shame list, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. But
it's
but
pretty easy.
yeah. But sometimes I guess sometimes folks feel that they don't want to seem helpless, and
Mhm.
when folks when you say you're on dialysis, they automatically feel that you're completely helpless. And someone like Black Rob, he seemed to be an
Mhm.
active individual,
Yeah. I mean,
going
he
from
seemed.
shows to shows,
Mhm.
um, and obviously, you have kidney failure. You don't have the same type of energy that you once had.